I'm Curtis Freeman. This is Metalworks Institute Bass Tips. And today we're working on major scales played on your first finger or from your first finger. Now everyone seems to play major scales from their second finger, and I'll do this in the key of G just because it's nice and symmetrical on the neck, also because it's easy. Here's the typical major scale. We play from the second finger, 2, 4, 1, 2, 4, 1, 3, 4. And then if we were playing in the key of G, you jump around looking for that pattern. Most players do, most young players, inexperienced players. Actually, all of us play that way. We're looking for that common pattern. If you say you don't play with patterns, I think everyone plays with patterns. And the reason we do that is simplicity, and we can recognize. Now, if we're jumping around doing that, now there's the major scale played from the fourth finger, which is also, for symmetry, I'm going to start up here on the 15th fret on the G. And that's nice, that's another way of playing it, but we're still starting on the bottom string and working our way up. That's what we're doing with when we start from our second finger. So if we're jumping around looking for a G to play from the second finger, especially on a 4-string bass, all you're going to start is the G on your E string. And the next place you can play it all the way up is the 10th fret on your A string. Well, that leaves all this space in here from the 5th fret to the 9th fret of no man's land. What are we going to play in here? And then we don't have the notes of the G scale in here under our fingertips because it's not part of that pattern that we're so used to. So I'm going to teach you a real easy way to fill in that gap and get to know the notes of the G scale or this key that you're playing in. When you join up your two major scales playing from your second finger, you lose all that space in between. So here's a real simple way, and it's actually a much easier pattern than the one we've been so used to and we learned first. We start on the first finger, so let's find this G in the middle here. So we go 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. Those are the scale tones. So now we're playing, I'm going to show you a real symmetrical pattern. So from the G here on the 5th fret, we're going to go 5, 7, 9. And the string above it, 5, 7, 9, 5th, 7th, and 9th frets. And on the string below it is also 5, 7, 9. So all those notes are part of the G scale. So all you have to do is locate the note you want to play. So if that's a B, now the two whole steps above that, so it's a symmetrical 2 frets and then another 2 frets. The string above it and the string below it. So if we go back to G, now we can fill in all the space in between the two major scales starting on the second fret by doing these major scales starting on the second finger to do it from starting on the first finger. So here we go. And now we're filling in all this space in the same key. So that opens you up to a whole pile of opportunities because now all these notes now you know what to play in between the two empty spaces in the part that I call no man's land. You know how to fill that in the key and play the right notes. This is major scales from the first finger. I'm Curtis Freeman for Metalworks Institute Bass Tips.